Okay, so this video, I'm just going to show you how to set up your composition notebook. Hopefully you have 100 pages. If you don't, if you got the 80-page one, you might run out of pages at the end, but we'll see. I mean, if that's what you bought, that's fine. Just use it. But if you haven't bought anything, make sure you get the 100-page. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, open it up, and we're just going to take two or three pages here. I think two works fine. So I'm just going to take 2 pages, the first two, and I'm going to make a little pocket. That way it's handy to have because these don't have pockets, and that way if there's something loose that maybe you need to finish later, you can stick it in the pocket before you glue it down. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we have 2 pages here. I'm just going to take the top and I'm going to fold it down like this, where it meets right at the edge of the notebook. And I'm just going to kind of fold that seam right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take some glue. Okay, and I'm going to want to glue this pocket down just a little bit. So I'm just going to put some glue kind of right here in the corner and maybe on the bottom. Hopefully my glue stick isn't too dry. And then I'm just going to kind of press it down. That'll kind of keep it, and like you might see the second page kind of comes up. You'll kind of have to do the same thing since we use 2 pages. This will just kind of keep it down so it doesn't, the pocket doesn't tear up. But I'm just going to put some glue. If you don't have glue, you can just take like a piece of clear tape and you can just tape it down as well. So it's just kind of up to you if you have tape or glue. Either is fine. Once I do that, I'm just going to fold it open so that it looks like this. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take some glue and I'm going to put the glue just right here along the edge of the cover. So just the edges of my little pocket are glued. You don't want to put it all in here because then that'll kind of defeat the purpose of the pocket. If you glue the entire page down, you won't be able to put anything in it. So I'm just going to put the glue right there on the edge, and so you can see it's glued down pretty good now. And I can put something in this pocket right here. Like I said, if you don't have glue and you just want to use tape, you can use tape. Just kind of what I would do is just kind of do this where you put half of it on the top and then fold it up under and put some right there. That way it kind of keeps it down. I do it just like across the bottom here, maybe on the side. That'll just kind of keep it closed there for you. So now you have this nice little pocket that you can put things in. Okay. So then once you have your pocket, the next thing we're going to do is make a table of contents because it's important that we keep up with everything. So I'm going to write here on the top my table of contents. Okay, and then over here, this is going to be where my page number is. Okay, and then this will be the assignment name. Okay, so whatever we call that assignment. Okay, and then if you want to draw the line down here, you can. You don't have to, but if you want to separate it. Okay, I would don't start numbering like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because sometimes things we do will take up multiple pages, and then you'll just be able to put the range or the page that it starts on right here. If you just try to label it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're going to need quite a few pages for your table of contents because you'll have to go all the way to 100. I keep, I think just front and back, 1 page will be enough, but if you want to save 2 pages, that's fine for your table of contents. Then what I would do is just start numbering your pages. So put a 1 at the top there, and I'm just going to kind of keep going, and I'm just going to number each page. 1, 2, 3, front and back. Okay, we're going to be using the front and the back of each page. Okay, notice how I labeled front and back of all those pages. Remember, we do have an assignment already. Our first assignment, I'm going to draw a little line like this too, was on page 1, and that's our claim, evidence, evidence reasoning notes. Okay, so what I would do, let me grab my copy of notes here somewhere. Here they are. So what I would do is I would just take my claim evidence reasoning. Okay, so I've got, that's going to go on page 1. So I'm going to flip to page 1. Here's page 1. Okay, and because this was the front and back part of the lab, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of glue the top part down. So I'm just going to flip this over. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right along the top of the page here. Okay, and then I'm just going to set it down, just like this. Okay, so now these notes are glued in, and I can still flip it up and see the back where we did the lab. Okay, if you're not using glue and you're using tape, remember all you would have to do is just stick a little piece of tape up here in the top, and then you'll be able to flip it up and down. Okay, and then the second assignment, remember, is going to be our metric. We'll call it. See, this will be on page 2. We'll call it our SI units notes. Okay, so this is what you're going to be doing on Monday. And so all I would do is I would flip over here to page 2 once I finish those notes. Sorry, my pages are stuck together. I'd flip over here to page 2. Okay, and then this is where I would put I would glue the SI notes, just like you did. I put just a little piece of glue right there. Sorry, I was going to do it for you and show you. I just have to cut me one up. I didn't cut enough, I guess. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue right here, right just along the top of the back page. And then when I set it here, I can just glue it right in. So now I've got my notes here, and I'm good to go. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and set this up, that's fine. If you need some help doing this in class, you can wait, and I don't mind helping you in class when you get back to face-to-face.